am feeling so weird right now sitting in front of this camera because I feel like it's been forever since I filmed, and it really has. I mean, it's been like probably 11 or 12 days since I filmed a video, which is a long time for me because I feel like I film like at least twice a week, if not more. So this is just kind of weird for me to be back in front of the camera, but I am glad to be back. I had such an amazing vacation. We were so sad to have it end, and it's like taking us quite a while to like get back in the swing of things and, you know, get used to the real world again, because where we were was not the real world. It's nowhere close, and I loved every minute of it. I did not even turn my phone on until we got to the airport on Sunday, and I saw all of y'all's amazing, amazing, amazing comments, especially on my giveaway video. And this is the makeup that I had on in that video. A lot of people commented on it. A lot of people wanted a tutorial on it. And because I just got back from a vacation, I decided to think I'm gonna title this like a vacation daytime look. Now, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. There was not a single day on my cruise that I wore makeup. I did wear it at night sometimes, like if we had a show or like we weren't just going to the buffet, we were actually going to a nice dinner. Like I put makeup on, but during the day, I mean, it was SPF. I don't wear makeup when I'm going to the pool or to the beach. I know a lot of y'all have asked for that kind of like makeup look. I don't personally wear makeup there because I reapply my SPF like every hour and a half, and I can't do that over makeup. So, but I'm naming this the vacation one because A, I was just on vacation, and B, so many of y'all wanted to see it from that video, and I honestly, if I am going to wear makeup on a vacation during the day, this is a look I would completely and totally go for. In fact, I am going to Florida at the end of July, and I think that I will be wearing a variation of this like every day. I absolutely love it. So I wanted to film a tutorial on it. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm a little out of touch with this filming thing, so it's probably going to be a long one, but I hope you enjoy it because it was very requested. So if you want to see how I got this look, which I think is so perfect for a daytime vacation look in the summer, then just keep on watching. All right, so we're going to start off with the eyes like I always do. Honestly, I rarely start with the face unless I'm just doing like bronzer in the crease. So I have already primed my eyes and set that primer. Now I'm going to start off actually with the base. And I'm going to use Tom Ford Powder Cream Duo in Golden Peach. Just drop this little lid, scared me to death. I'm just going to use the cream portion right here, and I'm just going to take a little bit with my spatula, back of my hand. I'm gonna pick up a little bit on a brush and then just really kind of roughly apply it to my lid. I'll probably end up using my finger, but I just want to put the first coat on with a brush. Make sure it's synthetic so that it doesn't eat up all of the product. I'm just gonna tap the rest on with my finger, and then I don't care if it goes up into my crease. And then I'm just gonna kind of blend it out with that brush. Okay, now I'm going to top that base, and I'm going to use one of the shimmery shadows from the Natasha Denona 5-pan eyeshadow palette number 8. And I'm going to use this color right here. It's called Golden Beige. And honestly, the shimmers in these cannot do wrong for me. I did not get the Sunset palette because honestly, I'm not going to spend $130 on something that I'm not going to use every day. And I feel like the colors that I liked in that palette I already had, and the colors that I didn't have, I probably wouldn't use. But these 5-pan palettes, I have 3 of them, and I'm about to buy at least one more because I really like those. I feel like the shimmers are a little bit of a different formula, and I prefer the shimmers in this as to the ones like in the Star palette or probably the new Sunset palette if I tried it. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start with a brush, and then I'm just going to pat on with my finger. These shimmer shadows work great both ways, so this is just to get a little bit more pigment on the eye. And then really that's it. We're going to go in with one crease shade, and normally I do a crease shade first, but with this look you don't need to. I'm going to go in with Latte from Makeup Geek. It's this color right here. It's actually, it's a cool toned brown taupey color, and all I'm going to do is just run that through my crease. There's some of that cream shadow already on my crease, so this is just kind of topping it and just kind of blending everything together, giving a little bit of a definition to my eye that I otherwise didn't have without. And that's all I'm doing for the eyes. super simple, but I feel like it looks summery. Like it's not too much, but it brings out blue eyes. It would bring out green eyes. Honestly, this color or these colors would really suit all eye colors. So I'm just gonna clean up a little bit of the cream shadow that I got too far out. And then I'm gonna start on the face. As always, I color correct first. So I'm using my Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Corrector, and this is in the color Melon. So I'm just gonna put it right in the corner where my darkness really peeks through. And then I'm gonna take my Delium Tool 788 and just kind of press it in so that it doesn't have any texture or harsh lines for when I go put my primer and foundation on. So I posted a picture of this makeup on Instagram. I had it on in my giveaway, which I probably already talked about. And a lot of y'all asked if I used this product that came in the QVC kit. And it's the Bare Minerals Under Over Priming and Finishing Powder. And I did. So this is apparently was a worldwide launch with this set. I don't think you can get it anywhere right now except in this kit still. But it's a powder that is designed to be used underneath your makeup and over. So I used it like that, and it actually was pretty impressive. I'm going to use the brush that came with it, the Flawless Face and Eye Brush. And I'm just going to pick a little bit up, and I'm just going to dust it in the areas where I normally concentrate my primer. So in the T-zone, on my cheeks, where I feel like really all over. I mean, I don't need an excessive amount on my cheeks, but like over here, but where my pores are, my nose, and my chin. Just gonna dust it on. So I used very little, I mean just what was in the cap. Now I'm gonna go in with the star of the show, in my opinion. This is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. I had mentioned in my haul that I had bought this before and I didn't like it because the color was way off. I don't even remember what color I got, but it was too light for me in the winter, and so I decided to go up like 2 shades so that it would fit me in the summer, and this is Desert 6.5. So this is, for anybody that doesn't know, a tinted hydrating gel cream. It does have an SPF of 30, and it is a physical SPF, titanium dioxide. So it comes like this, and a nice squeeze tube. I'm just gonna squeeze, I don't know, probably that much onto my hand. So that's the color Desert 6.5. And then I'm gonna take the brush. Y'all know I don't normally use brushes, but this one was supposedly specifically made for this complexion cream, so I wanted to try it, plus it came in the kit, so I thought, why not? So I'm gonna take a little bit on the brush, just put a little bit on the tip, and I'm just gonna start pretty much buffing it in my skin. Now, this I thought was gonna be more like a tinted moisturizer. It's actually pretty cooling when you put it on because it is a gel, but I was pretty impressed with the amount of coverage that it provides. I would not say it's full coverage by any means, but it's definitely not sheer. And I'm actually pretty impressed with the brush. Like y'all know I don't normally like brushes, but I mean, there's no streaks on my face. Buffed in really nicely. And it does give this like really nice dewy finish. I still have that much left on my hand. I'm gonna go a little bit over like my most red parts of my face, but really I don't need to. I mean, I could have been fine. I just don't want to waste what I put on my hands. And it doesn't like cake up when you build it. And it does, I feel like it is a little bit buildable. Oh, this just, I don't know. Because it's like a more of a tan color to match the rest of my body, and because it's so dewy, I just feel like it screams summer. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I should be at the beach right now, even though I don't wear makeup to the beach, but you know. I did not feel like I had need to go in with a sponge or anything, and while this does have a SPF 30, I still recommend not relying on any kind of foundation or tinted moisturizer for your SPF, so I do still have an SPF under this. That's just my 2 cents, but the concealer that I had on in that video was the Lancome Tint et al. Camouflage Concealer. I have not unpacked that yet, and it's still downstairs, so I'm just going to use something else. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher, and this is in the color 3. It's not really going to give any kind of brightness to my under eyes, but that's okay. I'm kind of not feeling the real highlighted under eyes lately. I think I've mentioned that before, but so I just put a little bit. It does really give, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with this product. It gives pretty good coverage for the amount that I just put on. And if I feel like I want to put a little bit more like in the darkest parts, I don't feel like it cakes up. Like I feel like it builds pretty well. And so it's not so full coverage that it looks unnatural, because I don't want to go in with like Shape Tape for this, because I don't know, I feel like it's a light complexion type of look, real natural and dewy and fresh, and I feel like putting like a really matte concealer that's super full coverage, it's just not going to mesh well and kind of look unnatural. So I feel like this one worked really well. Now in that video, I used for my liquid bronzer the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. I think everything's like wiped off. In Sunset, yes, I can barely read it. These are the darkest bronze color, and I'll tell you, these are from last year. It's don't keep that long. Like I don't think it's bad. It's just kind of like gelled up a little bit. But whatever. This is pretty dark. Like once I put it on, you'll see. So I only use this in the summer when I've got a little bit more color, but I'm not going to even like dot it on with my fingers like I normally do. I'm going to go in with my brush and kind of like tap it out onto my hand, and then I'm going to tap a little bit on my forehead with the brush and my cheeks, and then I'll kind of blend it out with the brush, and I'll probably even go back in with my sponge because it is so dark. I mean, I want it to look natural, not like I intentionally streaked bronzer all over my face. I think that the Sun Kissed would be perfect for in the summer, which is the color right before this, or not the summer, the winter. And I'm out of my Armani Summer Drops, so I can't decide whether I want to repurchase those or just try the Sunkissed version of this. I'll probably repurchase the Armani because let's face it, I love that stuff. So just kind of blend it in. Don't forget your temples. Sometimes when you use a cream bronzer, if you don't get your temples right there, it's very obvious that you have placed something right here when you have it dark right here and dark right here and don't have anything right there. And really, you need like minimal amount of this product. It does dry quickly, as you can probably see, so I probably should have done like sections of my face at one time, but we're gonna make it work regardless. I know that might look like, whoa, on camera, but I promise it's gonna look okay once we're done. And then if you do put it on your chin, be sure and really blend it down because it will be noticeable if you don't. Now, to set my concealer, I'm going to use my NARS Crystal Powder. Not much different with that. I feel like it's pretty much all I use. It's all I took with me on my vacation because it's all I feel like I will ever need to set my under eyes. It works with every concealer I own. It never cakes up. It doesn't flash back. I know a lot of y'all have asked about that. It does not flash back. Now I'm going to go back in and use that same powder to set my makeup. I know it says it's a finishing powder, which technically does not mean it's to set makeup, but the like Bare Minerals rep on QVC used it to set. So now because this like complexion rescue is so hydrating, I don't recommend going and buffing a setting powder in automatically because that's just going to move the product around. So just kind of pat it. And this brush is perfect because it's kind of like that paddle, even though it's kind of misshaped right here, but it's a paddle shape, so it's perfect to just pat it on. I'm going to bronze up my face with the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light, and I'm using my Morphe M527. I like to use this brush with this bronzer because it is the least dense, I guess I should say, bronzer brush that I have, and this is a very pigmented bronzer, and I don't want to like pile it on, so I choose a fluffier brush, and I like this one a lot. Bronze up where I normally do, and I chose this one because I want to keep the like glowy look. Now I'm going to use the blush that came in the kit, and I cannot speak highly enough about this blush. I love it. It's called The Best Compliment, and it's obviously Bare Minerals, and it looks like this. It's a really pretty like peachy pink, but not like orgasm peachy pink, and really it's got minuscule, you have to really look, shimmer in there, but it really comes off more matte on the face. So I'm going to take my Morphe E4, put a little bit of this. I love this color, especially for summer. So it does provide like a little sheen to the face, but it's nothing unnatural, and it's nothing that if you have like more mature skin that you should be apprehensive of buying. It's not going to accentuate anything. It just gives a natural, pretty flush to the skin. Now I'm going to take my Hourglass Radiant Light, like I always do at this step, kind of buff any harsh lines. I didn't really have any to buff because I use such a fluffy brush to bronze, but it's habit. So that's what I'm gonna do. And the highlighter that I used was Jouer Citrine. Anytime I wanna go for a super glowy look, this is the highlighter that I use because it gives you a super glowy look. I could stop right there though, and that's pretty like what I call like a natural glow, but you know, I wanna pile it on, so. And this is the Makeup Forever 140 Wavy Brush, which I'm so upset because I don't think they make it anymore. I can't find it online. Hopefully I can find a link to it for this video. But so I've been more just highlighting my nose, like the bridge and not the tip lately. I don't know, I just feel like it looks better. And I always am gonna have me a highlighter mustache. That's never gonna go away. Okay, I'm gonna take one of my new favorite under eye smudging brushes, the Wayne Goss number 20 that comes in his new eye set. And I'm gonna put Latte on it, which is the same color we put in our crease. And I'm just gonna buff that on my lower lash line. If he ends up selling these separately, which I mean, I'm assuming he will. If he hasn't already, I need to check. I cannot recommend this one enough. If you don't get but one brush out of his whole new collection, the number 20 brush needs to be gotten for your under eyes because it's so good. I'm gonna take another Natasha Denona shadow in one of her 5-pan palettes, and this one is all beat up because I use it so much. It's called Aura, and it's this really bright white color right there, and I'm going to use this to highlight my inner corners. This is probably the most, like, I feel like it's more intense than Nylon. When I want like an intense inner corner highlight, an intense brow bone highlight, some people will tell you not to put like shimmer on your brow bone, and you know what I say? Say do what you want. And I like shimmer on my brow bone, especially in the summer, because I like to turn and I like that to hit the light, I like that to hit the light, I like that to hit the light, like I like everything to hit the light. And when I'm going for a glowy look, this is the perfect brow bone or corner highlight. Normally I would like set my face or spray it to hydrate it, but honestly this Complexion Rescue and that powder, you don't need to. Like I don't feel like I see powder on my face at all. So I'm just going to go straight into tight lining and waterline. I'm using the Makeup Forever Aqua XL pencil, and this is the color Black. Now if you want like a super natural, like no makeup look, then you're not going to want to line your waterline with black. You're going to either leave it alone or use like a nude white color, but I like a black waterline. It's rare that I veer from my black or dark brown waterline. I'm gonna do my mascara off camera because it's just really repetitive and kind of boring to watch, but I will show you what I'm using. As always, I never ever veer from this on my lower lashes, the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. And my new favorite combo is the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer and the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. So those are what I'm going to use today. Okay, so the only thing we have left is lips, and in the video, I used the YSL Rouge Pure Couture number 70. It came with like a gift with purchase at Sephora, and I don't know where I have been with these lipsticks, but I need more because this is the nicest formula ever. It is so moisturizing and so fabulous. And then of course I had to do something a little bit more nude on top, and this is the Bare Minerals Far Out Gin Nude lip gloss. Sorry if you can hear the TV downstairs. Chad is deaf. And that's the finished look. This is actually, other than concealer, exactly everything that I used in that video. And I cannot tell you enough how much I adore my skin with these complexion products. These two in particular, like honestly, and what am I saying? And the blush. Honestly, I'm really digging Bare Minerals right now. Like I went to the store after I got this set and I bought like 4 more lipsticks. And if this stuff didn't have SPF 30 in it, I would totally put it in my kit because it honestly just gives a flawless complexion. So I'm gonna try to find that kit and link it down below. If you don't have it, I think it's an amazing investment, especially for this summer. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will do another one in the next couple of days of my like vacation nighttime routine, where I'll show you what I did on the few nights that I did wear makeup on the cruise. So hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, please subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a very blessed day.